Good morning. In the lecture series of Charac Sharir, today is the third lecture. And as I have told you, I will discuss in these lectures regarding the concept of Charac Sharir. Today's topic is the Man ke Lakshan. And these description is given in the slokaj. I will first and parallelly discuss the slokaj and their explanation by the English. So this one is the 18th slok of Charac Sharir 1. लक्षणम मनसो ज्ञानस्य भाव भाव एव च सति ह्यात्मेन्द्रियार्थानाम सन्निकर्षे न वर्तते वैवृत्त्यान् मनसो ज्ञान सानिध्यातच्च वर्तते अनुत्वमत् चकत्वम द्वगुणो मन से स्मृतो. Charac Sharir 19 means sometimes one understand a thing and sometimes does not. This proves the existence of the mind as a separate sense organ. That is why when there is no contact of the mind with the sense organs and their objects, no understand of things can occur. It is only when required mental contact is there that one can understand things. Atomicity and oneness are considered to be the two characteristic features of the mind. One can find from his practical experience that even if the sense organs are connected with their objects, it does not necessarily follow that the required understanding will always be there. Sometimes there is understanding and some other times it is not. So that depends on to the attention of the man, or we can say the combination with the indriyas, other indriyas. This clearly shows that there is a sixth sense organs which determines the understanding of the object and but for which there is no understanding at all despite the contacts of the sense organs with their respective objects, unlike the soul who is omnipotent and ubiquitous. The mind is atomic and only one in nature. If it were not so, all kinds of perceptions would have occurred at a time. चिंत्य विचारमय्यम च ध्येयम संकल्प्यमेव च यत् किंचिन मनसो ज्ञेयम तत् सर्व ह्यर्थ संज्ञकम. चरक शारीर 120. इंद्रिय विग्रह कर्म मन से स्वस्य निग्रह उहो विचारस्य ततः परम बुद्धि प्रवर्तते. चरक शारीर 1 श्लोक नंबर 21. Things requiring thoughts, consideration, chintya vicharmayam, hypothesis, attention, determination, or whatever can he know by means of the mind are regarded as its objects. Controls of sense organs, self-restraints, hypothesis and consideration represent the action of the mind. Beyond that flourishes the domain, field of the work, or intellect, buddhi, ततः परे buddhi pravartate. Apart from things requiring though consideration, hypothesis, attention and determination, there are some other subtleties like happiness, miseries, etc., which constitute the objects of the mind. Happiness, etc., are the objects which are perceivable by the mind alone without any aid from their sense faculties. Other objects are essentially included under the objects of sense faculties. Thus, there is no addition to the 5 objects included in the 24 elements described above. As regards happiness, miseries, etc., they constitute part of intellect, which is also an element in the above list. Control or direction of these faculties and self-restraints, self-control, constitute the action of the mind. Even the restraints, provision of the mind is possible only with the help of the mind. Hypothesis O is nothing but indistinct knowledge, consideration which are distinct knowledge enough to direct the mind to accept or reject a thing according to the Sankhya system. There are 4 causative factors for distinct knowledge: eternal, sense organs, external, sense organs, and internal, mind, ego, and intellect. As regards the external factors, that is sense organs, they can only have in indeterminate or indistinct perceptions. It is the mind which guides as to what a acceptable or rejectable. The ego brings about attachment in the form of this is mine, I am authorized to do this, and intellect directs actions in the form of I will son to avoid that man due to his defects, I will welcome this man due to his good qualities. As regard hypothesis, it is in fact an action of the external sense organs, but here again mind lies at the very root of such actions. So this is considered to be an action of the mind. Sankhya Karika. Ego and intellect always go together. Their domain starts beyond that of hypothesis O and consideration, which are the action of ego is in fact included in that of intellect. Sankhya Karika. So thanks. In this way we can say कि मन or and the Lakshan of the marm are very important to consider for thinking and make a solution. Make a solutions, and only mind can control to the mind. And one of the tool is the dhairya. Dhairya can control to the mind. Patience. Patience is the tool to control to the mind. With these words, thanks. Thanks to all.